Hello everyone, I am Greek Coder and in this video I am doing a review of the second match of the IPL between MI and KKR. So this match was played at the Wankhede Stadium. It was a home match for MI and it was played on the same pitch as the semi-final of the T20 World Cup, which was between India and England. So which was a very high scoring match where England came very close to the India's total. So MI won the toss and they decided to bowl first as it becomes easier to chase on the Wankhede pitch. So let's start by looking at the playing 11. So MI went with Rahul Colton, Rohit Sharma. Then Surya Kumar Yadav was the impact player. Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya the captain. Namandir, Sharfin Rutherford, Shardul Thakur, Mayank Markande, Allah Gazanfar, Trent Bolt, and Jasprit Bumrah. So Gazanfar was making his debut for MI, and Sharfin Rutherford and Gazanfar were playing this match as Bill Jacks and Mitchell Santner were not available, uh, as they will be joining the squad late. And Surya Kumar Yadav was brought in as the impact player in the second innings. For the KKR, we have Ajinkya Rahane, Captain Finn Allen, Cameron Green, Pankaj Raghuvanshi, Rinku Singh, Ramandeep Singh, Anupul Roy, Sunil Narayan, Varun Chakravarti, Vaibhav Arora, Blessing Muzrabani, and Karthik Tyagi. So Karthik Tyagi was the impact player who came in the second innings and they removed Finn Allen. So for KKR, Blessing Muzrabani made his debut in the IPL. And for in the KKR squad, Ankrish Raghuvanshi took the gloves as you know, as I already mentioned in the review for KKR, they are not having a wicket keeper. Either Finn Allen or Seifert would have done the wicket keeping, but since they picked Finn Allen in the playing 11, he is registered as a wicket keeper, but I have not seen him keep. So that was their choice. So Seifert is a good keeper. He does wicket keeping, and Finn Allen is maybe a good explosive batsman. So they went with Finn Allen for his explosive batting, and because of which they uh, had to ask Raghuvanshi to keep wickets. So he has been keeping wickets recently in the domestic circuit. So he kept wickets in couple of tournaments recently. So they are using him as a wicket keeper as he is a player who fits into their playing 11. So they are using him as a wicket keeper. Otherwise, they will have to look at either Tim Seifert in place of Allen or any other Indian wicket keeper. So they are having issues with their combinations, and this is one of them. So now let's look at the scoreboard. So for KKR in the first innings, Rahane and Finn Allen opened the batting, and for MI, Trent Bolt and Hardik Pandya took the new ball. So Rahane and Allen, they had a very solid opening partnership. Uh, they batted very well in the starting few overs, and Mumbai, didn't look up to the mark in the first few overs, especially in the power play, as they were put under a lot of pressure by the KKR batsmen, Finn Allen and Ajinkya Rahane. So if you look at Finn Allen, he scored 37 runs of 17 balls. He hit six fours and two sixes with a strike rate of 217. So Mumbai also tried bowling spin to him in the power play with Allah Ghazanfar bowling in the power play also, but he was also taken for runs and it was very expensive. So in the last over of the power play, Mumbai brought in Shardul Thakur, and he is known for being a golden arm. So he came into the attack and took the wicket of Finland, caught by Tilak Verma in the last over of the power play. And then after his wicket, Cameron Green came in for batting, and he also continued scoring in the seventh over. So if you look at their run rate, they had a very good run rate around 14.25 in 4 overs. And when in the power play, were they were at 78 for one with one wicket of Finn Allen, which fell for 69. So they had a good scoring rate, and they scored around 26 runs in the fourth over, which was bowled by Hardik Pandya, and 17 runs the previous third over. So these two overs were very big, and this gave them the aggressive start which they were looking for. After that, Cameron Green also continued. He also continued with the scoring rate in the. If you look at the Manhattan in the seventh over, they all scored 16 runs. But after that, in the eighth over, they only scored 7 runs, and this was the over bowled by Allah Ghazanfar, which in which I think they didn't try to attack him. They only took him for singles, both Rahane and Green, and they kind of lost their momentum which they had. And in the next over, Cameron Green lost his wicket. So again, Shardul Thakur coming for his second over and taking his wicket. So Cameron Green scored 18 runs in 10 balls with 1 6 and 1 4 and a strike rate of 180. So Shardul Thakur was bowling really well. He basically changed the game for MI because KKR were going very strongly. Then if you look at the scoring rate, so after the sixth, seventh overs, they were at 13.42 the run rate, and it kind of slipped down to around 10.71 in the 14th over. So basically, they didn't score or they didn't continue with their scoring rate, and they kind of lost the momentum in this middle overs. And this phase was very important, mainly because they had to continue with the scoring rate as they needed to post as they were looking like posting around 250 or 240 or that kind of score because they were going at around 13 runs per over. So if you look at the scoring also though in the middle overs you see this 12th, 13th and 14th overs. These overs they Mumbai started bowling their overs. They were bowling Yorkers. Uh, with Bumrah was brought back for 1 over. Then Bolt was also uh, bowling the next over. And in this kind of phase, they went to their death bowling and bowled those Yorkers and brought pressure on the KKR batting lineup, and which resulted in the wicket of Ajinkya Rahane again by Shardul Thakur. So he fell in the 14th over, uh, the over which I just showed, where the run rate dropped to around 10.71. At 145, he lost his wicket, and he scored very high in the power play. Then in the next half of his batting, he also slowed down a bit, didn't score much of the runs, and didn't try to attack and kind of slowed their innings down. Then came Ankrish Raghuvanshi at number 4, and he was joined by Rinku Singh, and those two, uh, then again continued scoring, and they brought a very good partnership of 60 of just 30 balls. So this was the second highest partnership for them after the opening partnership was 69, and they kind of brought the scoring rate up because it was, if you see, it was going at 10.7 and they kind of brought it to 11 and finished at 11, scoring 220 runs. So they needed this kind of momentum in the um, end overs, but I think they missed the plot as they, as if you can see, Raghuvanshi is scoring 51 of 29 at a strike rate of 175 and Rinku scoring 33 of 21 not out. Then after the wicket of Raghuvanshi, Ramandeep came and he didn't get much chance. Only 4 balls and he scored 4 runs. So if you look at the innings, I think Mumbai were excellent with the ball in the latter half of the innings after the uh, 7th, 8th over. They kind of brought back the game towards them, and I think KKR looked like scoring 250 plus runs as they had a good partnership, but Mumbai restricted them to just 230, 220, and the score looked like a good score. Uh, but as I said earlier, it was the same pitch where England came close to India's total in the semi-final and lost by just 7 runs. So Mumbai, they didn't look out of the game, considering they had restricted them very well. And I think KKR, could have planned the innings a little better. They didn't try to attack in the middle overs and brought kind of their run rate kind of deep down. They had wickets in hand. They were only two down uh, in the middle overs. You can see here. So they were only two down, and here they kind of lost their momentums. You can see the worm going down. They could have planned the innings better because they knew Bumrah was going to uh, bowl 2 overs at the death, and they had to attack other bowlers in the middle so as to compensate for the Bumrah overs, but they didn't try to attack that, and Bumrah came back very strongly. So we'll look at the bowling figures for MI. Trent bowled 4 overs for 38. Hardik Pandya 3 overs 39 for 1 wicket was very expensive, and one of his overs went for 26 runs. Then Allah Ghazanfar 4 overs 51, so very expensive, economy of 12.75. And then Bumrah 4 overs 35 runs, no wicket. Then Shardul Thakur, the player of the match for this match, 4 overs 39 runs, 3 wickets. And Mayank Markadne got a single over for 16 runs. So KKR finished at a total of 220 and 20 overs, and there were 10 extras. But overall, the batting start looked very good, but in the middle overs, they uh, lost their momentum in the middle overs. Now going to the second innings. So for Mumbai, Ryan Rickelton and Rohit Sharma opened the innings, and for KKR, Vaibhav Arora and Blessing Muzarabani took the new ball. So while Rohit and Ryan were batting, they started very well, and also in the fourth over, KKR lost the captain Rahane. He left the field due to cramps, and he handed over the captaincy to Rinku. and Rinku captain for the remaining match. So in the bowling innings, KKR looked very clueless against MI openers, and their bowling didn't look like they would pick a wicket, as their Mumbai openers were playing very well. Rohit Sharma scored his fastest IPL 50 just of the 23 balls, and both of them attacked the KKR bowlers, whether it was spinner bowling or the fast bowlers. Uh, Both of them attacked them, and they put up a mammoth opening partnership of 148. So both were attacking very well. So they didn't let the run rate go down. If you look at the run rate here, see they were going at around 12, and they kept their run rate at over 12 only. And never it came below 12. Only in the last part it kind of dropped below 12, but in the middle, if you can see, they kept it about 12 for most of the match, which was a very good sign for them. Then in the if you look at the follow begin the 12th over, Rohit Sharma lost his wicket, and the score was 148. He lost his wicket to Weber Aurora, and Anupul Roy uh, took a good catch as he went back and took a excellent catch, and Weber Aurora got his wicket. Then the impact player came from Mumbai, Suryakumar Yadav, and he also continued scoring the runs by scooping over fine leg in at his first ball of the game. Throughout, the innings, they Mumbai looked very good. They looked totally in control. Never looked out of the game, and they looked very good. Then, then in the 15th over, Surya Kumar got out. Uh, at by Karthik Tyagi, and Rinku Singh took the catch on the boundary. Then Tilak Verma came into bat, and after that, they also lost a wicket of Ryan Rickelton at in the 16th over. The score was 184. They were pretty much in control with the chase. They were not behind. They were going at around 12 runs per over. So Ryan Rickelton lost his wicket due to run out by Anupul Roy. It was an excellent piece of fielding by Anupul. From the boundary, he um, threw the ball at the stumps directly, and Rickelton was trying to go for the second run, but he was sent back. And while coming back, he could not reach the crease as Blessing Muzarabani, who was the bowler, was kind of got in his way. Blessing moved so that he could collect a throw from the dip, but unintentionally he was no he just came in the way of Rickelton, and Rickelton could not make it to the crease and lost the wicket. Then Hardik Pandya and Tilak Verma and Namandir, they all finished the game with Tilak scoring 20 of 14. Surya Kumar scored 16 of 8, and Hardik Pandya scored 18 of 11. And Namandir just got two balls and he scored 5 runs. So Mumbai chased down the score in 19 in the last over, 19.1, and there were six extras. So if we go through the KKR bowling, it looked very weak, and also if we go through the bowling lineup, like Vaibhav Arora, 4 overs 52 runs, economy of 13, 1 wicket, very expensive. Then Blessing Muzarabani, 3 overs 34 runs. Uh, Varun Chakravarti also, he is not looking very good. 4 overs 48 runs, 12 economy. He even in the World Cup he was being attacked in the later games, and he could not uh, bowl, or he could not come with a good bowling performance in the later matches. He was um, attacked by the batsmen. Then Kartik Tyagi, 4 overs, 43 runs, 1 wicket. Sunil Narayan, 3 overs, 30 runs, 1 wicket. Anukul Roy, 1.1, 15 runs. So, if you look at the captaincy also, it was not up to the mark, as Narayan bowled only 3 overs for 30 runs, as he was their best bowler, economy wise, and also picked up a wicket. And they are clearly lacking the balance which Russell used to provide them with the bat and the ball. And Rahane also said in a post-match conference that Green won't be bowling. And when he was asked about the reason why he was not bowling, then he said that uh, we should ask Cricket Australia, because they have restricted him, or they have not given him the NOC for bowling. So Green is not bowling, so which is affecting their combination, as Rahane said after the match. So Mumbai Indians won the match by 6 wickets with 5 balls remaining, and they comfortably chased down the target of 220, and they looked very solid. So finally, they broke their first match jinx after 14 years. They last won their first match of the IPL in 2012, and this was when they didn't even have a single trophy. So around 14 years have passed, and they won their first match in the IPL. So now let's look at the points table. So Mumbai Indians have gone to second place after RCB, and KKR has gone to the ninth place. So that's it in this video, and let me know uh, your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.